I'm gonna make this video really quick. You shouldn't be smoking weed. It's not good for you. You think it helps you with all these things, but it's really just a crutch that you're telling yourself so that you can, feel better about the fact that you smoke and have a mental addiction. I think it makes you lazy. I think that it brings off your center of reality. And I think that to be a man, a young man in this world today or at all times, you need to be in the right state of mind. And if you're constantly high, you have no idea what your sober self is like. But I'll tell you this, when you're uncomfortable and you're in that sober state and you want to get high, you got to figure out why exactly you want to get high and what's bringing you to smoke the weed. It's not just it helps me sleep, it helps me relax, it helps me with my diet. Those are all just surface layers. What is the reason that's driving you to want to pick up that thing to smoke to begin with? Why are you trying to escape? I think it's really important that you figure it out, because I don't think weed is good for you. I think that weed, if you want to do it on a special occasion, okay. And you know what's funny? When I tell people this, stoners, listen, I used to smoke a lot. I'm not telling you this as somebody who never smoked. I was Chief Keef, you know what I'm saying? I would smoke a lot. And so basically when you're high, you're chill, it's all a vibe. But then the problem is when you tell a stoner, someone who smokes a lot, that weed isn't that good, they get very defensive about it. They get defensive about it as if someone was, as if they were a junkie, right? And I think weed is a tricky one because it's deceptive in its potency. People think that, oh, it just makes you chill for a little and makes you hungry. It's funny. No, that's not the case. It's this little girl that gets inside of you and manipulates you, and then all of a sudden you're high and 10 years have gone by and you haven't, 5 years have gone by and you're like, what have I done with my life? I haven't done nothing. Why? Because you get to the point where you care more about being high than anything else. And I don't think that's good for you. On top of that, I mean, we can go into studies that have been found recently which are alluding to the fact that there have been more cases of psychosis, paranoia, and anxiety when it comes to the consumption of weed. Why that is, I'll tell you. Weed has gotten way too strong, okay? Listen, I'm saying this as a lightweight. I don't, people who make fun, I don't care. I make sure I'm a lightweight, right? Because I used to not be. And all these things that I'm telling you guys, I know this because I've experienced it firsthand, and I used to be like that. And listen, everyone has their vices, but I'm telling you, it's not a good one. But back to what I was saying, it's too strong. I mean, you don't need to be smoking 40% THC, 35% THC. That's ridiculous. That you're trying to go to outer space. Why are you trying to go to outer space? When I did smoke, I would get like a zip of shake, 15, 10 to 20% at the 20% at the most, 15%. It's way too strong, and that could trigger all kinds of mental problems because it is a strong drug. So I say all this to say I'm keeping it brief because I have to go to the gym and I have to use the bathroom. But lay off the weed. It's not that good for you. And I'm saying this because I care about you. All right? I see you.